Hello, everybody. Welcome to a pre-recorded live. Today is February 5th, 2025, and tonight we're going to be talking about the Amanda Todd case and what happened to Amanda. And we're going to talk about the different resources and stuff when it comes to cyberbullying and bullying. And we're going to share some resources on where you can report bullying and how there's signs of harmful tendencies in people, especially in children. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope you guys are doing well. Just like I said, this is a pre-recorded live. So yeah, I want you guys to know that if you ever feel like you're having these tendencies to harm yourself, or you know of someone who has these tendencies to harm themselves, just know that you are not alone. 988lifeline.org has amazing resources. It has the 988 National Suicide Hotline. It has it in English and Spanish. I'm pretty sure it has it in other languages. Just know my DMs and my mods DMs are open 24/7. If you guys need someone to talk to, you can message me on Discord. You can message my email. We have a new TikTok and Instagram page. But if you don't want to do that, you can always message me on Discord or my email and ask for my number, and I will give you my number. I trust you guys, and we can have a conversation if you need someone to talk to. But yeah, let's talk about Amanda Todd and what happened to Amanda. So we're going to talk about Amanda's story. So you can find this literally on the AmandaToddLegacy.org website. This is a website dedicated to Amanda Todd. So let's talk about Amanda and who was Amanda. So Amanda was born on November 27th, 1996. On that particular year, Vancouver, BC. This happened in Canada, by the way. Got dumps with lots and lots of snow. Excuse me. Amanda was also 10 days late in being born, so when the doctor said go for a walk to encourage her birth, it was to be done very carefully. As Amanda grew up, snow captivated her. I'm not sure if that was because on the west coast of BC, we usually don't get that much of it. But before every birthday, Amanda would do a weather watch to see if there was snow in the forecast. This is Amanda. There were indeed a few birthdays where it did snow, some or lots. There is a clear memory of a story when Amanda was in middle school age. It was her birthday. She had about 8 friends at the house. I believe this is from her mom that's talking. It started to snow that night and everyone wanted to go inside, but no one prepared with snow gear. We did manage to call up neighbors and friends to borrow clothing appropriate to this weather. This snow experience turned out to be fun, full, and laughter. Although it was an evening and dark, the snow brightened up the night, and needless to say, the outside fun was the hit of the party, as was the hot chocolate with tiny marshmallows and cookies at the end of the night. So fast forward to Amanda at 15, Carol started calling her daughter Princess Snowflake. So this is her mom talking about it. Okay. When it talks about the snow, it talks about snowflakes. You can actually buy the ornament. Excuse me. Okay, so it was brought attention to me that Amanda did make like these YouTube videos, and I think one of them was like real chilling according to CBS News. We'll look at the CBS News one, the article, and it should show the videos, and that will come back to this one. So Amanda created a video telling of her painful experience in the hope of saving other youth such suffering. Through Amanda's 8-minute YouTube video, Amanda has allowed others from all over the world to hear and watch her story online. Her video has sparked discussions all over the world on topics related to bullying and cyberbullying, online exploitation, sextortion, internet safety, and issues surrounding mental health and wellness. So, here's a few facts and questions. Okay, well, it didn't really tell us the story. We'll go to a different link. But Amanda was only 15 years old when she unalived herself. Her favorite color was purple. Others said Amanda was kind and caring to. What did Amanda want? Amanda wanted others to be kind and caring to each other. Okay, my bad. I read that wrong. Amanda really liked singing. She liked art, animals, and doing kinds of acts for others. I don't think it tells me her story. Hang on, let me get another one. Okay, so this talks about a little bit of it. I got it from the missingkids.org blog. I'm going to try to find the reports on the Amanda Todd case. Mind you, this is out of Canada, so I don't know if I can get. I'm going to try. I'm going to see. But this was in recently of this year, on the 29th, by Patricia David. Well, you can read that right there. Update. The mother of 15-year-old Amanda Todd, the victim of sextortion in 2012, who went public with her harrowing story, told NCMEC today that she was relieved after the Canadian conviction of the man who tormented her daughter has been upheld by the Supreme Court of the Netherlands. Excuse me. This decision signifies a moment of justice for the actions committed by Aiden Coben against my daughter Amanda, Kara Todd said. This outcome represents justice not only for Amanda but also for other victims in Coben and their families. The Dutch court January 25th decision posted online today confirmed the 6-year sentence. His conviction included extortion, disturbing CSA, because I don't think I can say that, images, criminal harassment, and communicating with the intent to lure a child. Amanda took her own life a month after her YouTube video about her ordeal went viral. So, okay, so we're going to read a story. All right, let's read this. Okay. So this was back in 2022. Carol Todd, which is Amanda's mom, received a text message this week from a grateful mother thanking her for helping her teenage son and very likely saving his life. Because of you, Carol, the mother said, my son realized what was happening to him, even knew the word for it, and despite his intense embarrassment, he asked for my help. Quote unquote. Mom, I'm being extorted for money and I don't know how to make it stop. Her son told her someone on Snapchat posing as a girl had befriended me and pretended to really like him. After about a month or so, he agreed to send her how do I say it without YouTube restricting me? Pictures, different types of pictures of himself. Then was ordered to send money or they be shared with all of his friends. So I do want to bring, okay, let me bring myself a little bit forward before I put this. So I do want to bring awareness because this happens to not only teens, but this happens to adults as well. The number one main social media that people use to ask others for like different types of pictures is Snapchat, because Snapchat doesn't really have a filter. There has been cases where literal kids or adults literally take their own lives because they meet someone online who they think is, for example, they think it's another female or male, and they send them those types of pictures, and then they get blackmailed and they feel embarrassed because they don't know who to reach out to, and they tragically and sadly unalive themselves because of that. I do want to say, because I know I'm going to have people ask me, well, what do we do when it comes to that? I say don't use Snapchat. Snapchat is it's mostly for teens. I mean, I have Snapchat. I've had Snapchat since I was like in high school and I still have it, but I don't really use it that much. But yeah, Snapchat doesn't have a filter. It doesn't restrict nothing, more like Instagram and Facebook, how they automatically restrict stuff. Twitter is another one. Twitter does not restrict anything. Like Twitter will literally show corn take off the C and put the P, if you know what I mean. And it would literally show that on Twitter, aka X. It's weird how X and Snapchat don't have no restrictions at all. But let's continue. He did admit to me that one of his very first knee-jerk thoughts was he would need to unalive himself before letting this person send his stuff to his friends list. The mother wrote Carol, but he is alive, and I credit that largely to you and all you've done to educate others. Carol Todd has become a lifeline and resource for parents everywhere whose children have become victims of extortion, still a foreign term to many, but a rapid growth online global crime that can have tragic consequences, including people unaliving themselves, cutting and depression. Carol's 15-year-old daughter, Amanda, this is the story of Amanda now, was extorted and bravely went public, sharing her harrowing, never-ending story, a cry for help, on a YouTube video that went viral and has been seen by millions. Amanda didn't say a word on the video, just slowly held up squares of paper with handwritten words on them that progressively became more painful to read. On the last one, she revealed her identity. My name is Amanda Todd. A month later, on October 10, 2012, Amanda ended her life at her home in Canada. Since her staggering loss, Carol has devoted her life over the last decade to raising awareness about extortion. I don't want to say that word, but and cyberbullying started the Amanda Todd Legacy Society, the AmandaToddLegacy.org, because so many people have seen Amanda's heartbreaking video. Parents all over the world seek out Carol for advice, comfort, and just to share their stories, or that to thank her. These days, Carol most often hearing from parents of teenage boys, some of whom have tragically taken their lives in matters of hours after they have been extorted. Extorted. Since Amanda's death, reports of torsion. Did I say torted? Extortion. Sextortion. I don't know. I feel like YouTube will tell me something, but this word. To our cyber tip line and the National Center for Missing Kids and Exploited Children have skyrocketed. Our reports of online incitement, which includes that, increased 98% from 2019 to 2020. Part of the upward trend in 2018, there were 12,070 reports, and by 2021, there were 44,155. Now, teenage boys in particular are being targeted in that word for money. We have to talk to our kids about what can happen, give them real-life scenarios, said Carol. We're so quick to get mad, and how could you be so stupid? But you have to be supportive. If your kid comes to you, and it took a lot for that kid to come to you, it can happen to anyone. It could happen in so many different ways. Yes, so, sorry. I was going to say something, but I forgot. Carol is finally getting a chance to tell the jury how it happened to Amanda, since she and her ex-husband, Amanda's dad, were in the middle of a 7-week trial in British Columbia Supreme Court in New Westminster, Canada, facing the man accused of that word, this word right here, their daughter, beginning when she was just 13. Oh my God, so 13, so almost 2-3 years then, because she tragically ended her life at 15. Dutch national Aiden Coben, 44, was extradited to Canada from the Netherlands, where he was convicted of 10 years, 8 months in prison, the maximum sentence in the case, with 39 victims. Oh my God. Carol attended that trial too, and he has pleaded not guilty to 5 charges in Amanda's case, including that word, possession of CP, says it right there, and CL, says it right there. Crown prosecutors have said that the Dutch police were critical in linking Coben to 22 social media accounts used to harass Amanda. My God. Okay, let's read when it happened. Okay. On the first day of trial, Carol told the jury how a chance meeting in a chat room on the internet would eventually send Amanda, who loved to sing and make friends on her webcam, spiral into depths of depression. Her new online friend had told her she was stunning, beautiful, perfect, and convinced her to flash her top part on her webcam. Before I continue, let me give my little disclaimer. Everything I say is all alleged and in speculation, in my opinion. This is for educational entertainment purposes only. I get my resources from trusted sites and news articles. I am not responsible for anyone or anyone else's actions, just to let you know. So yeah. So her new friend convinced her to show her top private part. She did it one time. He later threatened her to put on a show for me, or he share her, online with everyone she knows. He was true to his word. Her mother found out her daughter was being that word right here in December 2010 after receiving a Facebook message. There was a link to Amanda's picture that was further linked to a corn, CORN, take off the C, put the P, you know what I'm talking about, site. Amanda's friends received the photo too and called police, who showed up at Carol's home for a safety check. At first, Carol said her daughter wouldn't talk much about it until the photo was shared throughout their community. Then the cyberbullying from her peers began with a vengeance. So her parents, who were then divorced, moved her from school to school. Classmates told her no one liked her and that she should unalive herself. She tried with bleach. One day, Carol testified, she heard a shriek and her daughter bounded to the stairs. Or her daughter bounded down the stairs. Mom, what are you going to do? Her mother testified. Why is this happening? But the monster would always find Amanda and continue to torment her and share her photos with her new friends. Some of the threats Amanda received were read into the court records. Amanda was given 2 choices to pick from. Door 1, you do 5 shows for me, 30 minutes each, and then I disappear forever. Door 2, if you F up your life at this new if I F up your life at this new school, just like the last one, 1 week to decide. Every day in court, Carol wears the purple sneakers she bought for her daughter's favorite color and a dedicated snowflake necklace. Her daughter, who yearned to be a singer like fellow Canadian Justin Bieber, was memorized by snowflakes her whole life and became the symbol of Amanda's legacy. Boutiques of flowers have been showing up in Carol's doorstep throughout this trial. Carol says many of the parents she hears from had no idea what that word was until it was too late. She encourages parents to stay on top of technology and develop strategies with their kids. As an educator herself, Carol says too many schools would teach children about cyberbullying but shy away from discussing that word. Schools don't want to say that word, just cyberbullying, said Carol. There's a huge need for all those who are able to bring more awareness of that word. We're never going to get rid of the monsters, and they're getting smarter. The mother who texted Carol to thank her gave NCMEC permission to share her message. She wants to remain anonymous to keep what happened to her son private. Carol has never met the woman's son who gave all his money to his monster, but his mom told Carol she shared Amanda's story with her teenagers and has tried to stay proactive. It didn't stop her son from being that word, but he remembered what she told him and knew that there was a way out. The mother says she learned too much from Carol over the years, read every post, clicked on every article. Quote, I just want you to know that you helped my son without knowing it, she wrote. How Amanda helped my son. Please never stop doing the important work you do. It saves lives. This is the link to Amanda's video. I don't think I'll show it because I might get in trouble with YouTube. But yeah, let me pull up the next article. So we're going to read this article. This was back in 2012. So when it comes to that word, I can't say it, but the torsion word, My advice for you is to always be on top of your kids and make sure that you know what your kids are watching and who your kids are talking to, because nowadays predators are everywhere. Literally, and when we talked about Slenderman, I told you there is online predators who act like teenagers in these gaming sites. The two biggest gaming sites there is right now is Minecraft and Roblox. Please mind you, Roblox is a game for all ages, not just for anyone. There's people even my age who are playing Roblox. There's people that are 50, 60 years old playing this game, and they pose as these little kids. So I do recommend you guys watch what your kids or your grandkids are watching, who they're communicating with, because you don't know who's on the other side of the screen when it comes to it. I do have these links, these resources in my Discord. You can literally join my Discord. It's free. Go to my resource tab, and it has all the different links from the national, the 988 Lifeline, and many more others. So I do recommend, if you don't know what to do, if you know somebody who is experiencing that, I have all the resources there that you can click on, and you can read them and see what the next step is. Another one is TikTok. People use TikTok to go live. They use TikTok to share videos. And sometimes they make like TikToks where it's like, oh, follow for more kids things. And let's say a kid clicks on it, and really, instead of watching these videos of these cute little characters, there is a predator behind it, and they will message your kid. Like, legit, like, these predators are getting like smart, and it's disgusting how they can. I always wondered, how do they live with themselves doing like that? But you also got to remember, they're monsters, they're predators, they're disgusting people. They're the scums of the earth, in my opinion. They're literal scums. Like, Stephen Stearns is the biggest fucking scum on the fucking earth. Like, along with him and many others. But yeah, my advice to you is just watch what your kids are watching, what they're doing, who they're texting. Yeah, they're gonna get mad at you, and they're gonna be kids. I was a kid once. My mom did that to me. I would always be like, "Leave me alone. I don't want you to look at my stuff." But now, as I'm an adult, now I see why she did it, because of all the crazy, nasty people out there. But let's read this article from ABC. I will not be showing the videos. If you would like to watch them, you can click. This is in my Discord, so you can go on my Discord and look at it. I feel like I will get in trouble by YouTube. It's viewer discretion is heavily advised if you do watch it. So, in October 12, 2012, a teenager posted a heartbreaking video on YouTube chronicling years of bullying in school and online cutting and humiliation up until she unalived herself. This week, Amanda Todd, 15, posted a video called My Story, Struggling, Bullying, Unaliving, and that word on September 7th, and was found unalived in her home of Port Quiltslam, British Columbia, just over a month later. I don't know. Hello, I've decided to tell you about my never-ending story. The black and white video begins. Todd can be seen from her nose down for most of the video, occasionally moving around so her face is visible. She silently tells her stories through a series of white cards and black marker writing on them. She described using webcam chats to meet and talk to new people online as a 7th grade student. She said that people told her she was stunning, beautiful, and perfect, and a man pressured her to show her private area on the top. 1 year later, she did. Todd received a Facebook message from a man she didn't know, saying that if she did not, quote unquote, put on a show for him, he would send the photos to everyone. Over Christmas break, Todd said police came to her house at 4 a.m. to tell her that the photo had been sent to everyone. Then I got really sick and got anxiety, major depression, and panic disorders, she wrote. And I then moved and got into drugs and alcohol. A year after moving, Todd said things were getting better until the man on Facebook came back and used the photo of her, as his profile picture. Todd said she cried every night, lost all of my friends, and respect people had for me. Again, I can never get that photo back, she wrote. It's out there forever. She described being called names, eating lunch alone, and resorting to cutting herself. She also told the story of an incident where she made a huge mistake and quote unquote hooked up with a boy at her school who had a girlfriend, but who she believed really liked her. A week later, she says she received a message telling her to get out of school, and then a group of students, led by the boy's girlfriend, surrounded her at school and said, "Look around, nobody likes you." A guy then yelled, "Just punch her already." So the girlfriend did. Todd wrote, "She threw me to the ground and punched me several times. Kids filmed it, and I was all alone and left on the ground." Todd said she wanted to unalive herself so bad. When her father found her in the ditch, she drank that. When she went home, she had to be rushed to the hospital so her stomach can be that. She said, "After I got home, all I saw was on Facebook, 'She deserved it. Did you wash the mud out of your hair? I hope she's unalived,'" she wrote. Todd moved to another school in another city, but she said the torture followed her through Facebook. Students posted photos of ditches and suggested she try another. That. Every day I think, why am I still here? She asked towards the end of the video. "I'm stuck. What's left for me now? Nothing stops. I have nobody. I need someone. My name is Amanda Todd." Authorities were called to the residence just before 6 p.m. on October 10th to investigate the sudden unaliving of the teenager. While authorities have not officially called it an unaliving, CPL Jamie Chung of the Cheltenham Royal Canadian Mounted Police stated in a statement, "At this time, it has been determined that the teen's unaliving was not suspicious in nature and that foul play was not a factor." The coroner is investigating. So, teenager documents bullying and her abuser before her unaliving. Todd said in a video she did not want to press charges against the girl who beat her up because she wanted to move on when she moved to another city and school. Police did not immediately respond to ABC News questions whether there was a probe into the man who used Todd's Facebook photo in effort to that and then made it public. Todd's family has declined to speak, but Cheryl Quinton, spokesperson for the Cheltenham School District, told ABC News the family is waiting to pass along that several support were in place for her daughter on the school, home, and community levels. There's a lot of intervention and a lot of support. I know that this message that they want to convey. Todd was in the 10th grade at the Cheltenham Alternate Basic Educational School when she passed away. School officials will not release the name of her previous school. Quinton said the unaliving has been very devastating to the small school where resources have been provided to students in regards to suicide, unaliving prevention and bullying. God. Sorry. I feel like if I say it, YouTube's going to be like, no. Dang it. Another thing is, I feel like when it comes to schools, I feel like schools don't do much when it comes to bullying and when it comes to kids feeling those thoughts. Look at Aubrey Wyatt. I mean, Aubrey Wyatt was bullied, and even at school, I don't think the school did anything. I think they just ignored it. I feel like when it comes to bullying in school, I feel like they need to do more. You know what I'm saying? Like, we send our kids to school to learn, and it should be a safe place for our kids, but look at what's going on with the schools. There's a lot of school shootings. There's a lot of bullying going on. There's a lot of harassment. There's a lot of things going on in school, and I'm like, where in the hell are these teachers, these administrators? Where are they all at? Are they just sitting their asses in their fucking classrooms? Like, are you kidding me? I feel like schools need to do more when it comes to that. Another thing, bullying does happen in your workplace. Bullying happens even in elderly community homes. You'd be surprised. Bullying happens even on YouTube. I kid you not. There is a side of YouTube where you will see nothing but drama and bullying and doxing and so many other things. We come here to YouTube to watch our favorite creators talk about true crime, how-to videos, this and this and this, and then we stumble across these little drama channels, these cheeseman channels, these bullying and doxing channels, and it's just like, oh my god, like it's literally everywhere. Bullying and doxing and many other things is almost everywhere you go. Um, we typically, as a school district, don't talk about such unalivings, but with the family's endorsement, we did choose to do so because it's important to output the dangers associated with social media and cyberbullying. So, with social media, it is true. There is a lot of cyberbullying that takes place. I kid you not. Let me pull up this other article. Let me move it here. I kid you not, bullying happens on social media. I Sorry, I was doing something. I know of somebody who was being talked about on social media and being dragged through the mud on social media just because this one particular person didn't like her. Bullying happens everywhere. It happens from kids in middle school all the way to adults, even people like me, people older than me. They choose to bully, and it's wrong for bullying and doxing and all that. It's very wrong to do that. I think it's disgusting. If you think bullying is okay, it's really not. And if you must be disgusting if you think bullying is okay, it's never okay. Because the person you're bullying, you don't know how they feel on the other side. Yeah, there's some people who stick up for themselves and defend themselves, but then there's some people who don't, and they feel weak, they feel alone. They believe what you're saying about them, and sometimes they tragically unalive themselves. And it's so sad. And if you, like I said, if you think bullying is okay, it's not. If you think doxing is okay, it's not. If you think spreading rumors is okay, it's not. If you think all that's okay, you're a really disgusting person, in my opinion. That's really disgusting of you to think that bullying and doxing and all these horrible things are okay. It's not. Like, it's really not. Excuse me. Amanda Todd and Aubrey Wyatt, along with many other kids, even adults, unalive themselves because of bullying, because of harassment, because of actual harassment. It's 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 sad, because sometimes they're like, well, who do I turn to? I can't turn to nobody. I can't talk to nobody. Just know that you're not alone. 988 Lifeline is available. There's so many resources out there. If you feel like you're alone, there's many resources out there. If you find this video, join my Discord. I have a I need to talk voice. Join it, and I will join you, and I will listen to what you have to say. I'm here for anybody and everybody. I have such a big heart. Even if I don't know you, I will sit there and I will listen to you talk and talk and talk. You can talk for hours, and I'll sit there and listen to you. If you need a shoulder to cry on, I'm here. I will never turn down anybody at all. There's so much hate and sadness, hate and crime and sadness in this world that we need to bring joy and uplift one another. Just know you're never alone. I'm here. My moderator is here. She will literally fly out to you. She needs to. She will legit. She will literally fly out to you. But yeah, just know you're not alone. You're not. And I will share resources on cyberbullying and what to do and signs and resources in this video. You know, rest in peace to Amanda Todd, Aubrey Wyatt, along with many other children and adults who tragically end their lives due to cyberbullying and many other horrible things. Social media is a very dangerous place because, I mean, look what happened to Amanda Todd. Like, she was harassed on social media. YouTube as well, because YouTube is like, it's kind of like a freedom of speech. Anybody can make a YouTube channel and they can use the YouTube channel for true crime content, for beauty content, or they can use it for horrible things like doxing and bullying people online. I I'm starting to tear up, I don't know why. But yeah. I've actually been talked about on TikTok lives by somebody I was once cool with. Am I cool with this person now? No. I simply cut them off. I don't talk to them no more. I was talked about for how long? Like, for a while, and they think that I wouldn't know. And I did know because I've had people who told me, and I'm a type of person who's like, let them talk about me, because the way I see it is, if they need to talk about me and bully me and dox me, that means they have nothing else in life to do but do that. And they must have a sadness or hate in them. And I always say, you know what? God bless them. But like I said, you don't know how the other person who's being bullied feels. You know, some tragically do unalive themselves, and it's very sad. Do I condone bullying? Fuck no. Do I condone cyberbullying, harassment, and many other things? No, I don't. I think it's wrong, and I think it's straight up disgusting how people do that. And it's weird because a lot of people find that fascinating and fun. It's not fascinating and fun at all. It's very disgusting how people can do that. Like, how people can sit there and bully somebody for years, who can cyberbully people, who can do harassment to people. It's just so, it's wrong, you know? Um, and you think it would only happen when during school, like how classmates do it to other classmates, how friends do it to friends, how coworkers do it to coworkers. You'd be surprised that sometimes family can do it to their own family. There was actually a case of a little girl who she thought was being bullied by another little girl, but really it was her mother. Her mother disguised herself online as another 12-year-old girl and was bullying her daughter, and her daughter tragically did unalive herself. It was sad because you would think the first person you go to is your mother, your father, your grandparents, your siblings, teachers. You would think if you want to come out and talk, you would go to your parents. But it's sad how she was being bullied by her mom, and it's for that mother to do that. It was disgusting. Like, why would you do that to your own daughter, your own flesh and kid? Why would you do that? You know. Um. But yeah, you'd be surprised. Even family members bully other family members. They usually do it for jealousy. They do it for I've read somewhere they do it for attention. I don't know why, but it's very it's I don't know. I don't get why. Sorry, I don't get why they would do that. But yeah, even sorry, I lost my train of thought. I was thinking. But let's read this article and then I'm going to get into the resources. This is going to be a very short live recording. I do want to touch back on the Aubrey Wyatt case. I do want to make Aubrey Wyatt her very own live. I know I did it with Suzanne Simpson, but I do want to come back and touch on Aubrey Wyatt again. So yeah, I would do a lot. I'm going to do another live for Aubrey Wyatt. But so this was back in 2012. Her Amanda Todd's unaliving is under investigation. Canadian authorities are investigating the circumstances surrounding the unaliving of 15-year-old Amanda Todd, who made a heartbreaking video of chronologically years of bullying in school and online, previous unaliving attempts, and humiliation that lasted up until her ultimate unaliving. Authorities have opened a probe into her unaliving and anyone that had contact with her before she was unalived, police said. It talks about that she made the video called My Story Struggling, Bullying, Unaliving, and that word on September 7th and was found unalive in her home. Since her unaliving, that video has been viewed more than 3 million times. In the video, like I said, it talks about what happened to her. Authorities will not comment specifically on whether they are searching for the man Amanda claimed was cyberbullying her, but Royal Canadian Mounted Police Sergeant Peter Tesson said, "We're following up on a wide variety of tips and information without getting into detail." Anonymously, a online hacking activist group posted the name and address of a British Columbian man in his 30s who they claimed pressured Todd for the photo. Contact information for the man was not immediately available. Oh, Amanda. It talks about her story. We read that. It's just so sad. Even like the kids at her school bullied her, and she was already going through harassment with that guy. Poor baby. We read that. Okay, yeah. So they did get him. We read in the other article. I think he got 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. So, I'm gonna read a little bit of this, and then we're gonna get into the resources, and then that should be the end of the live. Oh, hang on, I lost you guys. There we go. So, her mom did file a lawsuit against the Meta, aka Snapchat. I think there was another parent who did that as well because her son went through the same thing Amanda did. He was being, that word for pictures. Yes, okay, she did. She filed against several social media. So she did a lawsuit against Meta. So Meta owns Facebook, Instagram, and Threads, as well as TikTok, YouTube, Google, Snapchat, and Discord. Yeah, I basically said she. Oh my God! Would you? This dang computer is always moving everything around. Hang on. Yeah, so like I said, Snapchat has no, it legit has no, restrictions. So a lot of people use Snapchat to send those pictures, along with Instagram and X, aka Twitter. You can even see those videos on X. It's very disgusting how X does not have a restriction. Twitter, okay, YouTube, X is Twitter, okay, YouTube. So Aiden Coben sentenced of 13 years in jail to 6 years behind the Dutch bars. They found him guilty in all 5 charges. This is what they found him guilty on. But yeah, her mom did. So we're gonna get into. Okay, let's. Oh, my laptop's about to die. Okay, so this is the. Yo, that's my dog crying. She wants some French fries. You can't have French fries. I just fed you. So we're going to talk about Amanda Todd versus Aiden Coben. This is his case. He was found guilty of all 5 charges on October 15th, 2012. He was sentenced to a Canadian sentence of 13 years. That's weird because other online sites are different. Okay, anyways, this is the Amanda Todd Legacy website. So he was sentenced to 13 years in prison in October 2022. A Dutch judge sentenced him in controversial hearing were held in Netherlands in 2023 to align the punishment with Dutch laws. A Dutch judge sentenced him to 6 years. So December 2023, in Netherlands, the Dutch courts ruled that the Canadian sentence of 13 years for Aiden Coben would be converted to 6 years in Dutch years. AC has since appealed his ruling. I don't know what that means. Are their rulings different from us? I'm pretty sure, right? So, August 2024, the previous Dutch sentence for Aiden Coben will end and he will begin serving prison time for his Canadian sentence in the trial of Amanda Todd. Oh, but he had other, I think, did we read somewhere he had other victims? Like other cases? I don't remember. You can find all this on the Amanda Todd Legacy. Oh, you can see it because it's not on there. Okay. So he did get I'm believing he's in prison. He's serving. If I'm not mistaken. If I am not mistaken. Okay. We're gonna read articles. So for those of you who don't know, because I do have some people who ask what cyberbullying is, I do need to inform you that I do talk about a lot of things in case people don't know what it is. Cyberbullying includes posting and sharing negative, harmful, false, or mean content about someone else. It includes sharing personal or private information about someone else's causing embarrassment or humiliation. Some cyberbullying crosses the line into lawful or criminal behavior. This is from stopbullying.gov. It's an amazing website for anything you need. Most common places where cyberbullying occurs: social media such as Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. There's other places too. Text messaging and message app on mobile or tablet devices, instant messaging, direct and online chatting over the internet, online forums, chat rooms, message boards such as Reddit, email, online gaming communities. So, yes. Sorry, my dog. I don't know if you can hear it back here. I was gonna look at something, but I forgot what I was gonna look at. My mind went blank. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Dang. Sometimes I get like that. I don't know why. Every time I go live, I get nervous and I get like my mind goes. So, these are special concerns. So, persistent digital devices offer an ability to immediately and continuously communicate 24 hours a day. So, it can be difficult for children experiencing cyberbullying to find relief. Permanent. Most information communicated electronically is permanent and public. If not reported and removed, a negative outline reputation, including for those who bully, can impact college admissions, employment, and other areas of life. Hard to notice because teachers and parents may not overhear or see cyberbullying taking place. It is hard to recognize. Let's see. Okay. So in 2012, School Crime Supplement to the National Crime Victimization Survey indicates that nationwide among students ages 12 to 18 in grades 12 to 6 who reported being bullied during school, 19.2% of all students, about 21.6% reported being bullied online or by text, including nearly twice as many girls, 27.7%, as boys, 14.1%. In 2013, the Risk Behavior Surveillance System indicates that estimated 16% of high school students were electronically bullied in the 12 months prior to the survey. Wow. Okay, let me find the other. Okay, this is the missing kid website. I have so many resources. I got you guys on these resources. Oh, okay. Oh. So, okay, it says right here, the signs that a child might be a victim of cyberbullying include avoiding the computer, cell phone, and other technology devices, or appear stressed when receiving an email, instant message, or text. Withdrawing from family and friends, or acting reluctant to attend school and social events, avoiding conversations about computer use, exhibiting signs of low self-esteem, including depression and or fear, has declining grades, has poor eating or sleeping habits. So among students ages 12 to 18 who reported being bullied during school year, 21.6% were bullied online or text. Nationwide, 19% of students in grades 9 through 12 reported being bullied on school property. How to talk about it. Discuss about positive healthy habits online to start early and happen often. Use this discussion starters to ask the questions started. So I'm going to read you these just so you know. I do have a lot of people on here who are parents and grandparents. So I'm going to share this. So this is the questions you would ask. Has anyone ever talked about you online about inappropriate or these things? What did you do? Do you trust all your online friends? Are they any people you should unfriend or block? Do you know how to report, flag, or block people on the website and apps you use? Can you show me? Who would you talk to if you were upset by a request you received online? These are questions like kind of conversation starters you can have with your kids or grandkids or even friends. Reinforce. If you see something online that's meant to hurt someone, don't like or share it. Think about how do you feel if someone did that to you. It's okay not to like someone. It's not okay to bully them. If someone cyberbullies you, you may want to send a mean comment back, but it could make this worse. Instead, save the evidence and report it. Being a good digital citizen means standing up for others. Take steps to help peers being cyberbullied, e.g., post nice comments, sit with them at lunch, report the harassment, etc. Don't think you're going to be a snitch if you report cyberbullying. No, don't ever think you're a snitch because you're actually reporting the bullying and you're actually helping someone. Like I said, you don't know how the other person feels on the other side of the screen when that person is bullying them. So don't think you're a snitch. You're simply helping that person out. You're helping many others by stopping this bullying. Here are these videos you can watch. This is the missingkids.org. You can find all these videos. I think this one's in Spanish. I am not going to show them because I don't want to get copyright strike. But yeah, I do have, my dog is biting her feet. I don't know why she does that. But yeah, I do have these resources on my Discord. If you guys want to take a look at my Discord, it's completely free, by the way. Join us. We're friendly in my Discord. Okay, so this is the National Library of Medicine. Cyberbullying hiding behind the scenes. So we are going to read here. I really, 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 really want to talk about this, and I want your guys' point of view. The prevalence of cyberbullying and cyberbullying victimization is difficult to accurately determine. The variable definitions and typical challenges according for self-reported activities contribute to this difficulty. A study conducted in the United States involving nearly 4,000 students in grades 6 to 8 showed that in the preceding 2 months, 11% of the students who have been cyberbully victims 4% reported acting on cyberbullying, and 7% has been both a cyberbully and a cyberbully victim. In Canada, in a Canadian study published in 2012 involving less than 2,000 students in the grades 6th, 7th, 10th, 11th, 25% reported experiencing a cyberbullying event in the previous 3 months. 8% reported acting as a cyberbully, and 25% reported being both a cyberbully and cyberbully victim. The author postulated that the rates were higher in their study because they did not describe the activity as cyberbullying, but instead asked about specific behaviors, name-calling, threatening, and spreading rumors, etc. Cyberbullying differs from traditional bullying in several key ways. Perhaps the most obvious is that it requires some degree of technical expertise. Children who are not quote unquote plugged in either through computer, cell phone, or video game do not partake in cyberbullying either as a bully or victim. Cyberbullying also provides an anonymity to the bully not possible with traditional bullying. Because of this, bullies cannot see the reactions of their victims, and studies have shown that they feel less remorse. Cyberbullying is opportunistic because it causes harm with no physical interaction, little planning, and small chances of being caught. Despite this, 40% to 50% of cyberbullying victims report knowing who their tormentor is. Yeah, it's weird because now you can post anonymously and people won't know who you are. So cyberbullying, there's no supervision. Nobody knows who's doing it. So not even like a teacher, a parent, or anybody knows who it is when it comes to cyberbullying. Okay, so we're going to talk about what can health care. Oh, that hurt me. Sorry, my dog bit me. She likes to bite me. What can healthcare professionals do? To help identify at-risk children, healthcare professionals need to ensure that they ask their patients if they're experiencing cyberbullying. Being careful to specify the actual behaviors, name calling, spreading rumors, outing the trickery, etc. So I'm reading this because a lot of people will ask, what can healthcare providers / therapists do? So I'm gonna read this. Affected children should be screened for comorbid disorders. Parents should be concealed about the negative effects of cyberbullying and instructed on safer internet use. Yeah, so just watch what your kids are doing. Ask who they're talking to. Ask if they're okay. We talked about the conversation starters. Ow. She bit me. Okay, this is on the thing. If you guys want to read it, it's on my Discord. So, not only does cyberbullying happen online, but it happens on social media. So, we're going to talk about. Oh, I lost you guys. Oh my god. If only you can see my screen, you would see why I always say I lost you guys. We're going to talk about the YouTube side of cyberbullying if you see it or experience it. Now, cyberbullying does happen on YouTube as well. There is content creators out there who like to start drama, and they use their platform to talk about bullying. So yeah. So just know that YouTube says we do not allow content that targets someone with prologue, insults, or slurs based on their physical traits or projected group status. We also don't allow other harmful behaviors like threats or doxing. There's a lot of creators out there who dox people. So just know if you see it, you can report it to YouTube. Just know that, okay? Keep in mind that we take a stricter approach on content that targets, of course, minors. If you find content that violates this policy, report it. Instructions for reporting violations of our community guidelines are available. So yeah, just know that YouTube does not like threats or doxing. So if you do see that, you can report it to YouTube. And it says if specific threats are made against you and you feel unsafe, you can report it to your local law enforcement. So yeah, just know you can find this on the YouTube help, and it'll tell you what to do. And it even tells you the penalties that happens, and it gives you examples and what happens if your content does violate this like the policy. So yeah, it's very helpful if you see this on YouTube. There's a lot of people who dox out there on YouTube, and I'm just like, whoa, what is going on here? Okay, next. StopTheBullying.org is the best website out there. So we talked about cyberbullying. Now let's talk about a little bit about bullying and share the resources, and then I'm going to have to end this live because my laptop is dying and I cannot find my charger. So the definition. So in 2014, the Centers for Disease Control and Department of Education released the first federal definition of bullying. Oh, I clicked on it. Okay, so hang on. Let me share this tab. So what is bullying? So I'm going to have some people ask what the real definition of bullying is. Bullying is a type of violence experienced by youth, and it can happen in person and through technology. Noted, it is not just in youth, it happens in adults as well. Bullying is widespread in the United States and causes harm to youth and adults. Preventing bullying involves teaching kids/adults safe ways to stand up against it and enhancing their interpersonal skills like empathy and conflict management. Defines bullying as an unwanted aggression behavior by another youth or group of youth. So it can be, adults too, in a group of adults who are not siblings or current dating partners. It involves an observed or precise power imbalance and is repeated multiple times or is likely to be repeated. It includes physical, psychological, social, or educational harm, physical, verbal, relation, or social damage to a victim's property. Excuse me. We read that. Oh. So, stopbullying.gov, it gives you amazing resources if you guys need to know when it comes to bullying, when it comes to cyberbullying, and many other things. So if you or someone you know is being bullied, please don't think you can't go to somebody and tell somebody. You can. You can go if you're in school, you can go to a teacher, you can go to a principal, administrator, you can go to your families. You can go to any well-trusted adult and tell them that somebody is being bullied or you're being bullied. Don't be afraid. Always report the bullying, and don't think that you're a snitch or anything. No, you're reporting that person for bullying you, because bullying and cyberbullying can get like it can get intense. So I would always report it, so that way action can be taken. If you feel like action is not being taken, take it a step further and go up. Or if you go to a teacher and the teacher doesn't do anything, go up to the principal. If the principal doesn't do nothing, go to this what is it? What's higher than the principal? Dang it, it's the school, the superintendent. And you keep going up the chain and just report it. Don't think people are gonna label you as a snitch. Just report it, okay? Stop bullying. We already have so much hate and crime and sadness in this world. We just need love and peace at this point. But yeah, you can find all this. Yo, what are you? My dog is being weird. Oh, you gotta go bathroom. That's why it's 11:28 my time. Yeah, you can find all this and so much resources on stopbullying.gov. Do I have one more? Okay. We're gonna read this last one, and then I'm gonna have to end my live. So, here I am. Okay. Like I said, bullying it can happen from youth, and it even happens to adults. People my age and people older do experience bullying. We mostly experience cyberbullying because a lot of people take to social media and they talk about people, which, like I said, is disgusting how people can bully. Um, so why do people become police? One reason is it's a learned behavior. So let's say, for example, they're being bullied by their siblings or peers. They think it's okay to treat others like that. It's okay to be bullied and bully others. Sometimes parents bully them and they think it's all right. And sometimes parents don't even correct their kids or tell their kids, hey, that's wrong. Stop doing that. So to them, they think it's okay. It's a learned behavior. Um, Personal traits could be some type of aggression. Could be like a dominant, like they need to be on top. It could be in history. Bullies often deal with issues like low self-esteem, jealousy, insecurity, and even anxiety. When they're not able to express and process these emotions in healthy ways, they might turn into bullying others. So, stressful life situations like financial difficulties can increase the risk of someone becoming a bully. Other traumatic experiences like neglect or abuse at home may increase the risk of aggression. Aggressive bullies behaviors like bullying. In fact, bullying is pervasive, and sometimes victims can become bullies themselves, known as victim bullies. How to help it? You intervene, you elaborate, and you address the situation, and you nurture empathy. This is the Healthline. These are the websites you guys can find. I'm gonna leave it there for a second because I do need to cut this live short. We are an hour and 7 minutes. My laptop is like literally at 10%. Um, but yeah, you can find all these resources on my Discord. We've talked about Amanda Todd tonight and who she was. We've talked about resources on bullying. I do want to address that if you are being bullied or cyberbullying, harassed, and many other things, there is online resources where you can look up and you can find ways to report it. If you feel like it's very dangerous, you can contact your local law enforcement. Just know bullying happens in school, workplaces, even elderlies experience bullying. Cyberbullying is everywhere. It happens from Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, to even Discord. It even goes to YouTube, where we come here and watch our true crime creators and many other things. There's people out there doxing. If you do come across a YouTube channel who dox and harasses people, you can report it and YouTube will take care of it. They will do their process that they do. If you are feeling tendencies to harm yourself, just know that 988 Lifeline is available. It is available in English, Spanish, and I'm pretty sure in other languages. And also know you are not alone. You're never alone. My DMs are open. My mods' DMs are open. Reach out to somebody and talk to them. Just know you're never alone. If you feel embarrassed or stressed, don't. Reach out to someone because everyone matters and you deserve to be here. So if you feel like you don't deserve to be here, just know that I want you to be here. If you don't think no one wants you to be here, no, I want you to be here, okay? I want you to be here and be like, "Hi, bestie. How I'm doing okay, and I want you to talk to me. I'm here." If you know of somebody who has those tendencies, reach out to them, be there for them. Help, help them, don't leave them in the shadows, don't leave them in the dark. Um my community is here for you. I know I have a small little community, but I know everybody in this community will be here for one another. Um oh, I don't know. I just got emotional. Sorry. Like I said, bullying happens not only with classmates, coworkers, it happens in family as well. And usually we go to family and we talk to family when we have some difficulties. And it sucks, how family can do that to you. Especially like your own parents, your own birth givers, like really. Um a lot of people don't know this, but I lost my mom almost 3 years ago. Coming up next weekend is gonna be her 3-year anniversary since I lost her to cancer. But my mom was always there for me when I needed her. As a teenager, I never really thought why she was so strict when it came to me being on social media. But now I get it because there is horrible people. We read it in the Amanda Todd case about what that disgusting pig did to Amanda for years. Even her classmates were horrible to her, and now her mom is spreading Amanda's name out there and helping others. We're gonna talk about that case where the mother impersonated as a minor and was bullying her daughter. We're gonna talk about that. That one really, wow. It's just wow. That's all I can say. But yeah, if like I said, I'm always here if you need to talk. I'm always here. My mod is always here. She will literally fly out to you. I'm not kidding. Like this girl is like she's persistent. She will literally go out to you and ask you what's wrong. Um but yeah, this is the end of the live. I hope you guys have an amazing night. We will be back tomorrow. By the time this is published later today, we're going to talk about the plane crashes and we're going to remember the victims. We're going to do a moment of silence for all the victims. And then we're going to go into, I think, the 7th. It's Haley Shanae. So the Haley Shanae case is going to be a very short live. Haley Shanae, I found her through a Facebook post. There's literally no news articles on Haley Shanae, so I'm going to have to find those posts and talk about it with you guys. It's weird to me how she has no articles on her. But yeah, hold on guys. Somebody's honking. Okay, I don't know what that was, but oh. Yeah, this is the end of the live. I hope you guys have a great night. If you find this video and you are at the 113 mark, I'm gonna say this again. My DMs and my moderators' DMs are always open if you need someone to talk to. If no one has told you today, just know I am proud of you and I am happy that you are here. We remember Amanda Todd, Aubrey Wyatt, and many other victims who have unalived themselves due to bullying, cyberbullying, harassment, and many other things. But yeah, sorry, I'm getting like emotional. It really brings, I don't know, I get really emotional. I'm really emotional after this. But yeah, just know I'm here for you guys. And um I know I'm going to talk about a personal experience I had, but I'll save that for a different live. I did talk about how I was talked about on TikTok by someone I was friends with, someone I saw as a best friend. Um, do I talk to this person? No, I don't. Do I ever want to talk to this person? No, I don't. Um, Even in middle school, like, I mean, I've experienced bullying in middle school as well. So, I know how it feels to be scared to come out and talk to your parents or your siblings or even teachers when it comes to bullying. I know how it feels. Um, I did towards the end reach out to somebody and tell them. I did feel like, when I did that, I did feel like, well, damn, they're gonna label me as a snitch. They're gonna talk about me and they're gonna do all this. But actually, when I came out, I actually helped like 7 other students because they were being bullied by the same person I was being bullied by. Um, so just now I know how it feels. Um, I think that's all I have for you guys, but we can talk about that in a different live. But sorry. But yeah, this is the end of the live. Hang on. I've got something. What is this? Okay. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and I hope you have a great night. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.